Hi everybody, this is Mr. Giles. First thing we're going to do is we are going to open up a new tab, and you can use Control T, or you can click on the that shape. I forget what that shape's called. And you're going to come up to, if you're in Google Chrome, you'll come up to Google as your home page. And we're going to click on, I call this the waffle iron. If you don't see it, you can also type Google Drive up at the top, I believe. I'm going to just go to Drive. Okay, and select my drive, and just to try that, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to type Google Drive, and let's see what happens when I do that. Google Drive, and I think that'll get us to our drive also. It might give you a little like a tutorial page, which you can just say go to Google Drive, and that'll get you into your drive. Okay, step one. Step two, go to New, and we're going to make a Google Doc. So we're going to go New Google Doc. And we're going to do something we haven't, at least in my class, that we haven't done before. And that's, we're going to change the direction and the margins so that we have more space. Because basically we're going to make a giant name tag. So our goal is to end with something like this, where the name fills most of the page. Now you're going to actually put your name, not Joe Student. And here's how we're going to do that. I'm zoomed in. If you press Control plus or minus, you can zoom your browser in and out so you can see it closer. But I'm going to go to File, Page Setup. We're going to change the setup of the page. First, we're going to change the orientation to landscape. Okay, so we've got the landscape orientation. Then we're going to change all these margins. And there's a simple, when you're working with a lot of in like little boxes that you have to enter lots of information, the Tab key, if I hit Tab, it'll jump between those. So I'm going to click on the first one. I'm going to put 0.5, which is a half an inch. I'm going to hit Tab. I'm going to hit 0.5 again, Tab, 0.5, Tab, 0.5. I didn't have to look at the screen there. So I'm going to say OK. And now you're going to see that my cursor is much closer to the top and the edge. Now I'm going to type my name, Joe Student. Okay, now that's not very big. I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to just start right off the bat by typing in a much bigger number, 150. Okay, now this font, I want a thicker font. So I'm going to switch to the font of choice, which is this one here, Impact. It's a very thick, easy to read font. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try 175, see if that works. And that fits, as long as it fits on one page. If it gets too big, I'll just show you an example. Let's say try 180, let's try 200. Okay, at 200, it was too big, and see it's going on 2 pages. I don't want it to be on 2 pages. So I'm going to hit Control Z to undo. By the way, to highlight everything, the secret code is Control A. That highlights everything. Then I can change my size, and then I'm going to center it with these set of buttons here. And if you don't see them, there's sometimes an arrow over here where you can click and it shows you more buttons. And I'm going to center my name. I don't care if you center or left justify. It's up to you. If you have a very long first name and it's not fitting, and your last name's short, or vice versa, what you could do is you could make one bigger. So like maybe I'll make Joe like 250, and then I'll make the last name a little bit smaller, like 125. Let's see if that'll fit. It looks a little weird. So I want to find a balance where both look pretty large. And in photo editing programs you can do more. But anyway, that's the basics. And then once you have your name nice and big, I'm going to just make all of it about 175. That seemed to fit the whole thing. Then I'm going to go to File, Print, and then the shortcut key is Control P. That opens up your print dialog. You're going to make sure to uncheck this where it says two-sided. Okay, we don't want it to be two-sided, and we should only see one page. If you look over here, you can even scroll, and if there are 2 pages, I want you to get rid of that, and then you're going to click Print one time, and it should say total 1 sheet of paper. If it says more than that, stop. Go back to your document. You can cancel this and go back. See, like if I hit Enter one time, now there's 2 pages. So if I go to File, Print, it's going to use 2 sheets of paper. Again, make sure you uncheck two-sided. You can also tell it only print pages instead of all. Print page 1. Now look, it says 1 sheet of paper. So we're going to focus on that, and we're going to say print. And you click Print, and voila! Seconds later, this will pop out of the printer. Good job.